Why I got what?
No, why is that in the stairs?
Why am I by the stairs?
Yeah.
Because I'm going down to the circle.
Oh.
Once you finish eating, Sissy, y'all can come down to the circle. Kids, man. Hey, y'all. How you been? How you been? I know I haven't been on here in a while, and y'all, my views are going down because and it's only because I've been working on other people's problems. Okay, sorry, it went out on me. But it's only because I've been working on other people's stuff. And then I got I was obviously, as you guys know, I'm looking for a few partners for different things. I'm always looking for partners. I've been telling you guys this for years, right? Because there's so much stuff that can be done. Again, I'm a business major, so any business, like I said, I just was telling my daughter how yesterday I called in because I got charged for an account that I closed. And I closed it because now moving the new location, the closest anonymity to me doesn't offer the things that I want. So I didn't want it anymore. So I told him, I said, I got to try and see. I got different options, and I don't want that anymore. Can you cancel it? They were supposed to cancel it, but they didn't. And in turn, this month, because they didn't get the money last month, because I sure was on that ass, but this month they canceled. They charged it twice for last month and this month. So I had to call them, have them cancel it. In the process of having them cancel it, the lady tried to argue it. Of course, people are going to try to stand their ground, right? It's called standing your ground. So she wants to stand her ground and say that, they don't have to refund me for the 2 months. Maybe just the 1, but not the 2. And I was like, okay, well, dig this. When I signed up, because you have 2 offerings, you have a 12-month, right? And that requires the initiation fee. And then you have the month-to-month, which doesn't have the initiation fee, and that is what I wanted to get involved with. So, in turn, telling them about that, the initiation fee and getting all that stuff done. And I'm looking at this beautiful German Shepherd, you guys. Look at him. So pretty. But in turn, talked to the lady, and when she first tried to say that about the 2 months, eventually what came down to was she realized she couldn't out-talk me, tried to make it. You can try to make your contracts what you want them to be, but they still have to be according to the Constitution. So when you make your contracts, right, when these companies make their contracts, and this is a way for you to get out of any agreement. If somebody is, like, let's say a creditor, debitor, any account that you get into, if you read your contracts, start reading them agreements when they make y'all sign them, them long booklets of paper, read that. Because in there, a lot of these people, see, I only have a bachelor's level with 13 years of experience on top of it in business, right? And that's what kind of gives me the push more than most people do. It's kind of like a person that practices law, goes to school for law, and then practice. It's a lot different than a person who just went to school and wants to begin to practice. So that's why I'm a little advanced in business, but you have people that are at a bachelor's level that's not the complete knowledge. The complete knowledge obviously goes to the doctorate level, and then after doctorate it goes into discovery. See, after you become a doctor, now you have to become a discoverer if you want to keep up with your knowledge, which most people don't. The reality behind the world you live in is that gravity and people. So I say gravity because that's where you get to talk about strong and weak. Because it's a battle of strength, right? And when you have people that are not strong enough to stand tall or sustain, they obviously, or all of it, not when you have people, because all of us have our times where we are not as strong, or our things that we are not as strong in, right? So It's not about calling people weak people or strong people. If you take it to that extreme of calling people weak people or strong people, something wrong with you. You know what I'm saying? You got to show grace. You got to show love to folks. You know what I mean? Even when they're not being as loving to you, you still have to know how to hold that inside of your character, you know? And so with that being stated, I guess I spent a lot of time working with other people because they need me, right? I'm a business major and they need me. Oh, I need to put some chapstick on, y'all. I'm out here smoking this morning. I've been already up and out and about and stuff, but it's Saturday and I got contracts to write, okay? Part of being with the business professional, business consultations, we help with organization and then obviously enforcement, right? So you got to organize and you have to enforce your organization. So those are two main character components to what I do for people. When I tell y'all, hey, I got this, that, and the third going on, or inbox me, hit me up, or when you have something going on and I say, hey, I can help you out. These are the things, because you are good at your craft. It's damn near impossible, and it's not impossible. It's just about time frame. It is impossible. I can make this statement for a fact. It is impossible for one person to do all components of the business in 24 hours or even in the 7-day time frame that you have to complete your project. A lot of people want to play every inch of the game. They want to shoot the film. They want to market it and all have it done within a year, which is when they turn 33. And it's like, well, if you have that goal, now add that equation up. You plug it in, plug the variables in, and add that equation up. You're not going to make it in the time frame by yourself. You can do it by yourself, but it's about the timing it's going to take to get it done. Now come on in with me since you understand that. Now, understanding that, this is why you build your teams. This is why you have your employees and different people in your organizations. And this is where we say it's mandatory. Because again, yeah, you can run it all, but how long is that going to take? Now you be your own. Now I just gave y'all free. I'm always giving y'all free juice on here now. I need to be getting better numbers, because I swear I come on here dropping these gems, teaching y'all how to handle this business out here. Because everything is business. And you guys, okay, so I'm back because, like I said, in these past 8 weeks, I've been dealing with different clients, picking up new clients, and it's been amazing working in the industry. Very, very tough. And that's what made me want to go live today, because this morning, right, I got me a little pre-roll, a little $6 little pre-roll, because I ain't been smoking. It's probably another reason why I ain't been on here. I ain't been smoking with idle time. So talking to y'all don't really be, wasn't really able to have that. But I go this morning, go get my little stuff, and y'all, I be in the studio with millionaires, okay? I be in fucking studios, offices. I'm with millionaires all the time. And I realize in them circles, I don't see the stuff that they wear is not the stuff that I see when I go on the bus. When I ride that bus, y'all, when I get on the city bus, or I'm just walking in public, but mainly it'd be public, like not the Grove, not the mall, not, that type of, but public, like grocery store, but I don't know, because I live in a decent area, so it's different, but just comparing all of the different places in all of the different years of time frame that I'm elapsing together, I've noticed that, the rich people wear custom-made clothes. They don't really, you don't catch all the designer that you catch. I was on a bus today and everybody got Gucci, Louis, Alo. Oh my goodness, they wearing everything. And I'm like, damn, I ain't seen this shit in so long. Why has it been so long? I be in a room with millionaires all day and I haven't seen this. You might catch a Gucci or Louis Prada accessory somewhere in the outfit or something, but for the most part, no. Maybe a Gucci bag. Of course, bags and stuff is a little different. You're gonna see them all the time. Coach bags and slip shoes and accessories. Yeah, name brand accessories is, yeah. But clothes, whole outfits and shoes and just no, they wear custom made stuff. They don't wear shit you go by, but I'm the same way. That's why I created the LLC, the custom lady, because I'm the same way. Like, I don't really, Gucci said it best. If everybody got that watch, why would I want that watch? I just need the answer from people who, when they see other people got it, they now want it. I want an answer, because be you, don't feel bad. Nobody is judging you when I say these things, you know. You judge you more than I judge you. You could believe that. I don't judge you. I ain't trying to have that karma up on me. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to walk around with the thoughts that I'm thinking I feel bad because I done did something to make you mad or sad, you know. I don't do that. So you ain't got to worry about that with me. That's part of why I just read. And I'm like a hermit, okay? He was like, what do you study? Hermetics? Hermetics? Why? Because people full of shit. I'm full of shit. Everybody full of shit. Everybody full of it. You just got to be willing. Some of us is willing to admit it, face it, and correct it. And then some of us cannot admit it at all. And they will try to do anything to distract or like to distract themselves and to like destroy evidence of it. They don't want to destroy it because that would be admitting it, accepting it, and correcting it. That's destroying it. But they don't want to ever admit it, so to destroy it, they can't do, so they try to distract from it. Shit is crazy to me. That's why I be saying it's weird, and I be like, you know, I'm ready to get on here and start talking to my folks, because I know that they're out there, and I know that they need me, because, bro, y'all are out here. Like I've been saying for years, y'all be killing the internet. Y'all kill everything. It's been like that. Read the Bible. The Bible say, y'all kill everything. Folks be killing everything. All because y'all don't want to know right from wrong. Or because you don't want to give a damn about right from wrong. Because, again, that's that distraction. That's that I want to be distracted from the reality. So, in turn, I try to find someone else to consume their time as well. We all only got so much time on this earth. And so people become codependent. And this is where people don't like me. That's why I say I study hermetics, right? Which is the understanding that you don't have to live codependent to live a good life. Everybody get the triad confused, you know, Father. So that's why it's the Father, Son, Holy Spirit, and not what it used to be, which was the original, which again, you have your errors, right? Before everything restarts. So the original era, it was mother, father, child, right? And then you had the next era of evolution, which is where we had the Father, Son, Holy Spirit, which is when you began to learn that you did not have to depend on other people. And yes, you have to respect other people. I learned my journey growing up from a teenager. Part of what I had went through and my traumas that I go through was because as a teenager, I seen how people wanted to enslave me. It be your own family, your own people don't want you if you can't do nothing for them. If you can't do nothing for them, you are not doing, and it's not for them, it's what they want. Because you can do stuff for them, but it's what they want, right? If that's the case, there's no value to you. And so there's no supporting you. There's no, caring about if you have dreams or who you even are. You're not doing that for me. Why do I care about you? That's where I came from, right? And so it was hell to fight. It was fighting from hell, you know what I mean? Because this can't be life. I don't feel that way about you. So why do you feel that way about me? I don't feel like I want to use you at all. I don't want to see nothing bad happen to you. If I feel like I won't even ask you because I feel like I might be working you too much. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't ask. Half the time I be going through stuff and all I do is look around and I be like, damn, everybody probably got something going on. Or what is that going to take for that person to help me? I ask those questions. You have a lot of people that don't give a damn. And they ask and they feel entitled to people having to help them, even though they did nothing to help themselves either. They did stuff to harm themselves. Now they look to you to pull them out of what they created for themselves. Part of the reason why I don't ask for help either, because I realize the majority of my problems I created for myself. So I can't go looking for someone to pull me out of things that I created. So I sit here like yesterday, I was sitting here crying, hitting the cry balls, okay? Because life was doing what life do. It's one of the hardest days for me, right? And so I'm over here going through it. But, you make it through with every righteous choice. So that was to get up. That was to cook. That was to clean. That was to do my homework. That was to make these phone calls. That was to do anything besides sit there and wallow in my sadness. That was to do anything besides not. You know what I mean? And it took years of doing these things to pull yourself out of depressed situations. That's why I realized, too, that I need to be making videos more, because I am a person that survived schizophrenia, trauma, low income, damn near every end of the lower vibrational spectrum of things. I've been a survivor, a prevailer, a conqueror. You know what I mean? A conqueror. And it's a formula to it. This is not nothing that just, like, some things we be like, oh, that was the grace of God, because we don't, it just came out of nowhere. And other things we know it's the grace of God, but it's a plan, it's a way. It is something that can be replicated and given to others, and it may be helpful to them. It would do more help than harm. I can tell you one thing. If me telling you to be positive and strengthen yourself up and pull yourself up from the bootstrap, that is what I'm going to tell you. But once you come to that realization, it's actually good. Once you hit the bottom, there's nowhere left to go. So the bottom ain't the enemy. Sometimes it's you in the situation that caused you to be at the bottom, not the bottom. So, yeah. Yes, I want to get on live today because I haven't been on in a while, you guys. I got my little Toki Toke, and the Emmy Award party is tomorrow, and so I'll be working. This is one of the few days I have that I'm not working, and work has obviously evolved for me. So, it's beautiful, trying to stay grounded in everything, not lose sight and still continue, because you're constantly learning, constantly being downloaded with new information. That's why intelligence is not what you know, but it is your ability to adapt when presented with new information, because you're going to be constantly learning new things, constantly learning new stuff. So when you're constantly learning new things, you need to be able to add that learning now into the workings. And sometimes the things that you learn is that what you knew before wasn't what you thought it was, or wasn't what it was. So that means that your entire existence thus far was technically not even a real existence. So now you have to rebuild and remake the things people want distraction from, right? I mean, and don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. That's what I'm here for. I just want to show you love, because I may say these things to you, but I'm not trying to hurt you. And I know there's been plenty of people before who have said these things. I don't know if they meant to hurt you, because I can't speak for nobody else. That's just my rule of right. I don't speak for other people unless they give me permission to. Now, if they say that they agree with what I'm saying and they want me to speak, then I will do that. I'm not going to leave them hanging and tell them fuck off. You know what I'm saying? No, they want my help, I got them. But I'm not speaking for anybody that I don't speak for. Because I'm getting tired of these folks that's speaking for me out here. Y'all don't speak for me. I don't even think like y'all. Like I said, I'm about to be out here a hermit, because all this, the dependent ways in which people have to change themselves in order to be dependent on folks, I'm straight. And I'm going to eat these berries, these juices, work my ass out, keep these thick thighs, this strong back, and handle it. That's it. That's it. All of that. I got to kiss a man's ass. You got to deal with a female's attitudes. These women out here is backwards, and these men they're getting weak. They're getting weak. I'm not going to call them weak, but they're getting weak. And we have to remember that is the problem. The reality behind this stuff is that when it comes to good and bad, it's also a measure of weak and strong. Sometimes you're not bad. You're just a little weak. You need a little bit more strength. People lie. Most of the time I found out that people lie, it's not because they're bad people. It's because they were not strong enough to face the truth. So they lie, And so that's why I was on my girl, Coach Sean. I love her. Like, all these coaches keep coming out of nowhere. I'm about to get my state license just because I don't need a license to coach because I've been coaching without one. But it is more profitable in getting a license because you have backing of money that you spent and your proprietary and all that. So, it is a little bit more, beneficial if you do go get that coach and do that extra stuff. I'm a pro knowledge girl. I'm a pro learner. So, what's wrong with getting a little extra certification? Ain't nothing wrong with it, But my girl, Sean, she got on there. And, I've been seeing it. It happens with a lot of my influencers. I'm saying Sean because she was the most recent. But for years, this has happened with me and my influencers. They start off going hard, good content. Wow. And this is part of why I didn't make my content yet. And all of my content will be 100% scripted. I don't care. I am in with the magic of Hollywood. I am in with cleaning your house before your company comes. So that way they never know how sometimes things get a little disarrayed. Nothing wrong with that, So, with that being stated, she's one of my recent, I've been noticing her videos, and like I said, many of them happen. They start off real strong, good on their purpose, but then they start operating outside of their purpose, and they start solely focusing on money. And when that money becomes the focus, they are now dropping the quality in which they are presenting. And I'm going to be a quality over quantity all day because I know the real. You don't want money to have the green piece of paper. You want money to have the quality in which it brings. So focus on the quality, not the quantity. I'm just saying, dropping them gems. Good morning, Grand Rising. It's 10:03. But yeah. So, and I have not had any coffee, matcha, nothing. I'm just straight off the dome, been fasting for forever, besides, regular, how it is. But, last week I had to fast, because let me tell y'all, my life got threatened by a manager. I got the secret on how Biggie and Tupac got killed.